Let's turn to Brian Sullivan and ask whether or not, Brian, you're hearing numbers like the kinds Reuters are citing about production cuts.
I have not heard 20 million, Carl. I mean, those are big numbers, and maybe it's being floated by the Russians out there to show some goodwill, perhaps. I mean, the numbers, and I just published a piece on CNBC.com. It's aggregated from all the research out there, OPEC, our own numbers. Really, you're probably looking at maybe 11 to 12 million barrels a day when all is said and done, because here's why, Carl. The Russians have said they'll cut 1.5 million barrels a day. That's about 14% of their production. Everyone has made it clear that they want sort of proportional production cuts. So let's round it up to 15%. If everybody, the U.S., Canada, Norway, OPEC, G20, if they all cut 15%, you're probably looking at about 12 million barrels a day, maybe a little bit more. I think this is just truly amazing. The fact, Carl, that we're talking about a production cut that the world has never seen in terms of size and scope. Yes, oil is up, but it's up to 27 and change. It started the year at 60. We're 30 million barrels a day oversupplied. This is not a rescue of oil and gas. This is to buy one thing, guys, and that is time. Slow the tank fill before everything is filled with oil and there's literally nowhere to put it.
Hey, Brian, it's David. We had production cuts as well, didn't we? I mean, we went from, 13 million barrels a day to about 12.6 or something like that most recently?
Yeah, we do. And David, I think what's amazing about watching the U.S. side of the story is that we don't have an OPEC, right? We don't have a national producer that somebody could just say, hey, shut the taps off. We have 9,000 producers in total. So there's no way to get everybody on the same page. The president tried to get the big ones, obviously, at the White House last Friday. What's going to happen, David? And I know you know this space very well. There's a natural drain rate, right? I drink your milkshake. Eventually, you just kind of suck all the oil out. If you don't put new wells into production, then our production numbers are going to go down naturally. So will the U.S. be part of any deal to cut? No, but through natural attrition, billions in capital spending cuts, the U.S. decline rate will happen. I think the Saudis were probably very happy to see Exxon's, huge capital spending cut projections, because what that says to them effectively is they're cutting, but it's just not like everyone got into a room or a virtual room together and made a deal.